What's going on, everybody? My name's Cedric and welcome to Sweet Scale TV. I'm a musician, producer, and DJ. On this channel, I'm sharing my musical journey with you guys. I recently gave you guys a full studio tour showing you guys everything I have in the studio. And I showed you guys that I was using the second generation Native Instruments S61. It is a great MIDI controller, really like it, but I was looking for something that was a little more user-friendly with Ableton Live as well as FL Studio. And I think I found it. So let's take a look at the MIDI controller I would recommend to producers in 2019. Let's get into it. Now I will say the S61 is perfect for anyone that's a Native Instruments user. So if you're making beats in Machine or you're very well integrated in Native Instruments, then stick with the S61 or Native Instruments keyboards. The M32 is also great. I use Native Instruments not as much as others, so getting rid of this S61 wasn't a big deal. I was looking for something that's a little more user-friendly, and I think I found it. Let's take a look. Keylab 49 retails for $450 in the States and $600 in Canada. Fortunately, I didn't have to pay that because I traded in my Native Instruments S61 and a couple other pieces of equipment that I wasn't using in the studio. I went from 61 keys to 49, and the reason why I did that, this is my opinion, I just found that I did not need more than 49 keys in a studio session. As a musician, it's a totally different story. But in terms of being in the studio, you're typically not gonna play more than 2 or 3 octaves, and it's very simple to just hit the octave button. So to have more space in my studio, and I wanted a keyboard that's more portable so I could take it to studio sessions with me. I've been used to carrying a Motif XF7 up and down stairs, so a 49 key keyboard is no big deal to me. We're gonna take a look at the Keylab 49 in Logic Pro. We're gonna start with the pads. Actually, before we get into it, I'm just gonna add in a bunch of MIDI sounds. Let's start from left to right. So we got the pads starting on the left. Great, they feel great. You have different options for your pads. You got chord memory. Maybe sounds better in piano. That's chord memory. You got chord transpose. Got your octave buttons. Moving on, you got your solo. If I wanted to solo specifically on the piano I have right now, if I wanted to mute it, if I hit save, it goes up, and then I would go ahead and type on my keyboard. I don't think I'll really use save that much, but it's nice to have. You got replace, auto punch, metronome. You got an undo button and a right button. What I set up down here, I'm just gonna record something real quick. I set up select all and quantize. I set that up. You can easily set it up. It's not hard at all. You set it up by going to key commands, edit, and what I did is under the search key commands, I typed in select all, found select all, and then hit the learn new assignment. And by hitting the rewind button, I was able to tell Logic Pro from now on when I hit the rewind button, that means I want to select all. By hitting the fast forward button, I want to quantize. So I did the same thing. So it allows me to quantize without having to touch my keyboard or my mouse. The main cursor allows me to go back and forth through my project or beat without having to touch the mouse. Over here, you've got 9 faders and 9 knobs. You've got 8 faders that control separate channels, and then the 9th one controls the main master. If I want to control the volume, turn it up, turn it down, select channel 4, which is an organ I have. Now, these buttons right here allow me to go from, because I can control 8 different channels. If I hit next, it'll move the channels over. So now this is channel 4. If I hit next, and channel 4 moves over to channel 3. So now I can control channel 9. I hit next again. Now I can control channel 10. This is still channel 4, but it just keeps moving everything over. If I hit previous, it just takes everything back. So it allows me to control different parameters, different channels without having to touch my laptop or without having to touch my mouse or keyboard. Let's take a look at how the Keylab integrates with Ableton Live 10. Alright, so we got Ableton Live opened up, select a drum rack, and just throw in some random drum kit. So if I hit user, actually first I gotta change the DAW mapping to Ableton Live. There we go. As you guys can see, I can always finger drum with the push 2, but let's say I don't have the push 2 with me. I can hit user and pad. So if I'm asked to go to a studio session and the producer or whoever I'm working with prefers to use Ableton, I can bring just the MIDI controller, or I can bring the push 2. Either way, I can finger drum. By just going over user, if I go back to DAW, this becomes a controller for me to go through my different MIDI inputs. So this is channel 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I wanted to record in channel 5, I would hit this. And then I think go back, and I think I'm gonna play it now. I can switch to different channels by just clicking the channel. I can control the faders, I can control the master. Switching this, I gotta switch this to Live 10. So if I want to go to session view or arrangement view, I just go back and forth by clicking this button right here. I can mute, solo, record. So that would arm the recording. So the metronome, undo. If I wanted to set up different parameters, I could do that by hitting MIDI and arming the different pads, but for now I'm not going to do that. I feel like my workflow is really going to speed up with the push 2 and the Keylab. And last but not least, we got FL Studio. I got FL Studio 20 a couple weeks ago, just because I've been so busy with live shows and trying to pump out videos. I haven't really had a chance to dive in to FL Studio, but between Live 10 and FL Studio, I'm really excited to learn more about these DAWs and to create music. The integration isn't as great in FL Studio as it is in Live 10. However, you do have your stop, you do have your play, you do have your record, your metronome. By using the faders, I can control different parameters and still hit next and move on to. I think I need to change. Oh, sorry, I gotta change the DAW to Studio 1. There we go. So in FL Studio, the pads work. There may be other MIDI controllers that allow you to do the same. However, I like the Keylab. I didn't even mention the sounds that the MK2 comes with in terms of Analog Lab and Piano V2. Alright guys, that's a wrap. I'm going to give you guys a bit of a teaser on what's coming up. As much as I love the studio, I do have a lot of traveling I'm going to be doing over the summer. I wanted to pick up a smaller MIDI controller that's extremely portable and user friendly. If I'm in the airport and I've got a 2 to 3 hour layover or a 7-hour bus ride, I can just pull out this MIDI controller and get to work. This channel is not a tech channel, but if I find something that's really user-friendly for me, I want to share that with you guys. I want to share that with the community. If it can help me, it may help 1 or 2 people, if not more. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, please do me a huge favor, hit the like button, as well as leave me a comment below. If this is your first time on this channel and you like what you see, then please consider subscribing, as well as hit the bell notification so you're notified each and every time I drop a new video. My name is Cedric from Sweet Scale TV. I got some more collaborations coming. I've got some more beats coming. make sure you stick around. I had a great time kicking it with you guys, but for now, I'm signing out. Peace.